Hi, everybody. We're here with Brian Turner, and he was my creative assistant on the 10 by 10 photography project. And I just wanted to ask you the same questions I asked my models and artists. Well, first of all, thank you so much for all your work and your assistance, all your creativity. You did some really wonderful work there with the set designs and just helping me visualize my vision and putting everything together beautifully.
And locations
As well, yes.
So, I mean, it was a nice test for us as a creative team, I would say. I don't want to take any credit for the photography because that's entirely Angel Torres' creation and vision. And I really appreciate the depth of narrative that comes with each of the pieces because Angel was busy with the narrative of each of his models, and so the response is a real authentic response of each individual model. For me, it was just a case of being at the right place at the right time, not taking over the scene, but to help facilitate things running smoothly, to help find locations, to be there, to drive there, to suggest things, to help in the fearlessness department, which you have no shortage of, but it's important to have a second opinion and a backing. So for us, I think it was a real test of our creative energies and how they came together. And I had a great time. And of course, the subject matter touches me as it touches everyone in society who has a cell phone or who watches television or reads a newspaper. We are affected by violence. And I really appreciate the depths that you went to still create a hopeful and some light after the darkness. So the series is called Darkness Breathes Light, and I really can appreciate that choice, and I really can also appreciate the horror of the subject matter, but also the beauty of your work on Hell. And I'm very proud to be here at the 10 by 10, the 9th annual at the Gladstone Hotel. Your work is wonderful, cinematic, beautiful. We've already heard from James Fowler privately and from others. It's a beautiful body of work, and you should be very proud.
Thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that. It was a great experience for me too, working with you and growing and sharing so much creatively. Technically, so thank you. Okay, last question, just quickly. I guess what maybe you did already answer it is what did the 10 by 10 photography project mean to you? So I'll ask you the other question is what does gun violence mean to you?
So I'd rather answer the second question first. It means community. It means coming together and actually a call to action. The action in itself is the creation of the photography. It can be taken further by those who are taking it in, the perceivers, and they see it as their drive to maybe be safer, to educate their young, their elders, themselves, to be more tolerant, to be more gentle. And so I think we all take that responsibility a little bit on ourselves, and it's great to see families here together because we can have families too, boys and boys and girls, and it's very important that we have that sense of family and sense of archiving our shared her and histories, even if the subject matter, like in your case, is a difficult one. We have to approach it, and I think you approached it with fierceness, and you afforded everyone a great dignity. All of the works are gorgeous in their sense of color and light, and it's a beautiful portfolio which is eclectic and really shows your range as an artist. I think that you have gone to another level since you started a couple of years ago with Urban Matador and Cuba Libre, part of Back to the Roots. So your work has really grown, and this has given you the chance to really get into a very difficult subject matter, and I think you handled it beautifully.
Thank you, Brian. Yes, it was very challenging for me because I knew I wanted to tackle it, but I didn't know how it would unravel. But I was very meticulous, organized, and I planned a lot of the details well, interviewing my artists and everything. And Brian was there along the way, helping me, and it just came out and unraveled really beautifully and naturally. Once I got the artist to trust me, I broke the ice and we communicated ideas creatively, intelligently, and it meant much more. It made it, it gave it that intelligent depth that it needed. So
The process is as important as the result. So I think that's really important. We both managed to get everybody into a comfort zone with a difficult subject matter.
Yes.
And that, for some of the models, was more or less difficult. And some came with ammo and with family and, or with a dog. And, so this really made... Everyone brought something extra to the table. So this was, I thought, an exceptional effort, and it was greeted with exceptional fervor in the Latin community. And I'm really proud of everybody's work and proud of Angel, and thank you all for making a big difference.
yes, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone.